I think of God giving his only begotten Son, that he gave his life, his body, his soul, that we might have peace and love here on earth. That's what I think when I think of the Eucharist.
I feel that I'm at one with God. I feel like I'm a part of the community. It's communion, and it's my head and my heart.
When we accept the Eucharist, Jesus Christ becomes a part of us. He becomes a part of our soul, our heart, and our mind, and He is everything in us that is good.
It is the central fabric of my spiritual beliefs. I believe God is my Father, Christ is my Redeemer, and the Holy Spirit is their presence living within my life.
We can, as sons and daughters of God, live our lives abundantly. The Catholic Church is a gift. Through the Church, we can grow every day closer to Jesus Christ.
The words that come to my mind are connection and participation.
To pass the word on to our children so that they can live a life for the next generation, also following Jesus.
For me, being Catholic is being a part of, a faith-based community.
The Eucharist is Christ. It is God. Period. I don't know any other way to say it. It just is God.
I carry the presence of Christ in my world by the works that I do in the community. Growing up in the worst of household, and then being able to have someone in my life to give me direction and love and mentor me, put me in a position where now I can give that back to a deserving family, showing them the love and the compassion that was shown to me as I was growing up.
Early in my life, in my 20s, my family experienced some issues. My brother had some challenges, and I prayed and kind of made myself a little deal and said, God, please help get the family through this, and I promise I'll forever dedicate my life to serving people. And so it started out selfishly, trying to make a deal, and became a part of my life that I couldn't change if I wanted to.
16 years ago, we had lost a child, and it was probably the hardest time of our lives. And it was a very difficult time, questioning God and why it happened to us. And, but for the grace of God, we had many people around us, family members, a very close priest friend of ours who walked us through a very difficult time. And we went on to be blessed with 3 more children. And our lives are still very centered around the church. We don't take anything for granted. We know how important life is. And we are very grateful to God and Jesus for all that we have.
I guess just like a powerful time for the Eucharist in my life was when I was in Ecuador and celebrating Mass with people in a language different from my own, and seeing the joy of the Mass reflected in people's eyes. I could not completely understand all of the words, but I knew from the emotions the power of the Mass at that moment.
It allowed me to do the unthinkable, to achieve the unachievable, and bless those that's less fortunate. That's what I think when I think of the Eucharist.
I carry the presence of Christ into the world just by trying to do His service and trying to be His light in a world that maybe doesn't always see it.
We can grow every day closer to Jesus Christ. I love being Catholic.